Well, I'm back. I know, I just seem to just got off and already I'm back. What can I say? I can't stay away. Come on, Booger. You better go buy some more Kool-Aid. Nuh-uh, I was here first. Think about it for a second, boy. I was here first. Nuh-uh, I was here first. I started it. Why is this even a fight that we proceed to go through with each other? It's so stupid but hilarious at the same time. Ayo! I'm gonna get the DO335. Ayo! I'm so done with myself. Please kill me. I don't even know what either one of those are, so I'm at a loss to begin with already, but okay, cool. Also, I like the red nose that they decide to put on the tip of this propeller thing. It looks really cool. I feel like the ME410s are like going to be my secret weapon when it comes to intercepting. Because it looks like they're built to be a lot lighter. So I think interceptors are really going to take a turn for me once I get those vehicles. And then of course you get the G2, which does not come with the new upgrade yet. But it does look like it is faster, which is nice. It does come with the upgraded 20 mils. So I'll have that on my side. So not only will I have the 20 mil that's already in the nose, I'll also have two other ones. And the machine guns, so that'll be nice. And then the G6. Yeah, the G6 looks good. I like the G6. It's a very nice looking fighter. Now, the question becomes at this point, would I want the 20s that come with 270 rounds, or would I want the 30s that only come with 70 rounds? For me, I'm sticking with the good old 20s. Because you don't need a 30 in order to rip apart a plane if you know where to shoot them to begin with, in my opinion. But yes, let's add the antennas, because yes. And this comes with 30s and 20s, and it doesn't get any modifications, so you're going to run out of ammo really fast. That bothers me a little, not going to lie. Although I got to admit, the 30s on the BF-110s haven't been running out as fast as I figured they would. Which is crazy to me, but yeah, I'm gonna kind of talk right quick on a topic. It's not going to be something that I'm going to cover completely or anything. Just something that I wanted to mention that I saw, and it kind of made me laugh a little bit. So the other day I was posting about how, or I was reading a post that somebody made about how Nick and Judy for Zootopia 2 better become a couple because their financial and the continuation of the franchise depended on it or something. Like, they were threatening Disney that if they didn't hook them up, that nobody would want to watch it or whatever. It's like, dude, as anticipated as, for one, as anticipated as Zootopia is for everybody that's been wanting to watch it since the first one came out, I don't believe for 1 second that it's going to bomb financially. Secondly, you can't force that on anybody. And he's made it sound like a threat. And it's like this. All right, if they don't hook Nick and Judy up in the second one, then it'll just make people more anticipated for the third one, to see if they're going to do it for that one. So as long as Disney keeps them apart, people are going to watch the crap out of those films. But the funny thing was, I went to the actual Disney thing where they posted about the poster or whatever, and people were posting on there about, and I was looking through a few of them. I didn't go all the way through it. It was like 700 something comments. I'm not that mentally insane. Dear God, that would have took me an entire day to go through. But most of the people, they didn't seem to really care too much about the ship. A lot of what I was reading was, I can't wait to see my two favorite animated characters make a comeback and stuff like that. It was that kind of stuff is what they were saying. I read 2 comments where people were trying to force the ship on Disney. 2 comments out of the ones that I read, obviously. But it got me because that guy's trying to say that most of Asia is going to force Disney to do it. It's like, dude, there's enough people in America that just want to see Nick and Judy just make a comeback that they're not going to give a crap about whether or not they're a partner or they're partners in fighting crime or if they're a couple or not. Like, that's your mental insanity, not everyone else's. Yet again, trying to force it on somebody, right? And it blew my mind reading it, because it's like seeing that many people just want to see 2 amazing characters come back. It makes me happy. It really does. It makes me like happier than I could ever even possibly start telling you guys how happy I am about it. Because it makes me feel positive about the idea that there's always going to be a possibility that they won't hook them together. And a lot of people are saying they don't want to see it. I mean, yeah, there's a good few people who do, but there's also a good few people who don't as well. So it becomes that point in where you have to choose between one or the other. Hello, World War II. I'm watching these 2 idiots just go for this guy, and it's honestly kind of hilarious. Here, DO335, I'll help. There we go, I hit him. Uh-oh. The B-26 is trying to hit me now. I gotta keep my speed. I gotta keep an eye on my speed. Oh, he's starting to hit me. Oh, he hit me again. No, stop that. Stop hitting me. Mean BF-20 or B-25. No, bad. Okay, now you die. You hit my oil. Oil! No! He's gone. The other one's gone too. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I tried. Hey guys, guess what? It's now the left engine that's gonna die. Finally, some engine other than the right one is dying. I didn't. I'm honestly feeling like going back into Michigan and all the like the starter map and doing all the side quests and stuff. Because I'm kind of bored with all these other maps that we've been doing. They're not very entertaining, and I really want a good logging map. That's what I want to do. I miss doing... I dare I say I miss Mud Runner for one whole purpose. I miss the logging aspect of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, delivering supplies is fun and all, but I miss the logging. So I'm going to honestly look into it, and all the maps that I have, I'm going to look and see which one has the most logging aspect to it and see which one it is. And if it's one that we haven't already done, I'm probably going to grab it and us do that just so that we can do logging. Because I love doing logging in Mud Runner. That was always my favorite thing to do. Hauling logs, like, you know, that was the whole point of that game, I feel like. Alright, landing gear locked. Here we go, we're going in. Soft landing, too. Look at that. But yeah, in case you weren't here earlier when I did my live stream, I mentioned to the guys that I probably wouldn't be touching tanks for a good long while. And guys, I don't want you to get worried. That doesn't mean I'm not going to ever touch them again. It's just right now, I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood to grind out planes. That's what I'm in the mood for. And once I get to a point where I'm getting bored with it, which it'll probably start happening, I have to admit, like it'll probably start happening soon, but like I World War II, I'd love I'd love to play SnowRunner, but if I'm being honest, the constant, you know, getting stuck and just all around, just the boredom of it, because of the fact, like I said, I want to do logging and I can't seem to do that. That's what I want to do. So, matter of fact, I'm actually going to go and look. I'm not getting it this week. I told you guys what I'm getting this week. So, alright, so what maps in SnowRunner focus on logging? Let's see. Are there any... Okay, here we go. King of the Hill... Okay, that's not it. Okay, so Canada, Ontario, Logsdale, USA. Okay, well, I'll have to see if I'll have to see if those are any maps. But hold on. Let me go see what maps are actually in the game. I can do that too. Alright, so let me go here, and I got a thing called Map Runner, so we can see. Alright, so this is something about Canada. That's the Yukon, Wisconsin, Russia, Maine, Tennessee, Central Asia. Ah, I found one. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, so I found that one. We might end up going and just looking and seeing which ones are built for logging just by going into them. Like, we already know that Yukon isn't that, but I'm curious about Wisconsin, so I might end this stream early just to go and see about. You're welcome, Copy. You're cool. Honestly, dude, like, with what she said, I'm not trying to pry. She's a keeper, bro. Just saying. She's a keeper. But that's just my opinion. Don't take my word for it necessarily, just, you know. But my question is, why in the world would she send it to you in Russian? Like, you said she speaks Spanish, and then all of a sudden, poof, Russian. It's like, what the world? Yeah, I should know. The shippers of Nick and Judy are some of those people. What? The match ended too quickly. I would have had a lot more points had it not ended so fast. But hey, I mean, I'm slowly leveling this thing up. So now, based upon what I just saw, I'm close to getting all the bombs, actually, which is crazy. Let's see, how long have we been streaming? I'll tell you guys what, I'm going to stream for about an hour on this. And then I'm probably going to go and play some SnowRunner. Because I want to kind of try out, and I'm not going to invite anybody or anything until I figure out what maps have, like, logging as the main thing. And then once I figure that out, I'll invite whoever wants to play. But, I'm bringing whatever truck I have, World War II. I'm not making any special things or anything like that. I'm going to bring whatever truck I'm ready to bring out at the point. It'll all be based upon the It'll be based upon, whatever I have that I need to use next. So I can almost guarantee you that man just spawned in and gassed it for everything, because all I heard when he spawned in was like, it sounded like he floored that engine so hard when he spawned in. Also, is it bad that I'm going back down in BR? Like, once I get this BF-110, I have to get the ME-410 right there leveled up. Then I have to get the other ME-410 leveled up. Dude, you wanna know what's funny about a Mustang owner? You talking about that? Dude, I went to a gas station the other day to fill my truck up, right? There's this kid, or dude, I'm gonna say dude because he wasn't no kid, that's for sure, sitting there in a Mustang, his hood up. I was gonna ask what the issue was. I said, what happened? I was so debating on just saying, what happened? Did the Ford finally crap out on you as normal? But I didn't say anything. I just kind of kept my eye on him a little bit. I was going to ask him before I left if he needed any help. But a black guy goes by, asks him if he needs any help, and he goes, no, it just ran hot. The moron hadn't put any coolant in it, most likely since he bought it, and he overheated the engine. It's like, dude, if you don't know how to take care of your engine, you don't need to own a vehicle. Like, how do you let your engine overheat because the fact you haven't put any coolant in it? Like, you have to be 10 kinds of stupid in order to let that happen. Of course, he is driving a Mustang. That probably explains a lot. But anyway, it was one of them ugly new ones, too, so... Mustangs aren't as powerful as they used to be either, so you gotta add that into the mix, too. Like, if you really look at how the new stuff works and all, it's nowhere near as good as it used to be. Okay, so there's an IL-2 somewhere. Where? Let me see. It'll probably be down below me somewhere. Oh, hello, P-38. Bro didn't even see me. I'll still take my chances with a Mustang Fastback. I'm sorry. I think it looks the best. That's just my opinion, though. I think the Mustang Fastbacks look way better than anything new. There's the IL-2. I wondered where he disappeared off to. I've honestly always thought the Mustang Fastbacks were the best looking Mustangs, but nobody ever really shared my opinion on it, so I didn't really voice it too much. I just think they look the best, you know? I'm gonna try and get some altitude. I don't like the 2005 Mustang. My mom does, but I think it completely goes off of what that plane, or that plane. Yep, It's a plane, all right. Well, it was a plane before it was a car. That's actually what they named it after, but, you know, nobody knows that, I don't think. But, I don't like the 2005s. I think they look hard ugly, just, They go completely off of what that car originally looked like, and it just completely destroys the look of the car. My mom loves them, though. It's like, oh my god, I love a 2005. And I'm like, ooh! I'm just vomiting in my mouth. Why do I have a strange feeling that I'm going to get intercepted at some point? Also, Gaijin, when are we going to get a mode where we can actually do night bombings and stuff in the game instead of it looking completely crispy day? The original Corvette looks good. The new ones that they're coming out with now suck. I don't like them. But the originals, I love them. Dadgummit, I gotta work on my aiming, I really do. Don't shoot at me! Dude! Who killed me? Of course, that guy did. And there's no way for me to pull out of this. Nope, I'm gonna bring it into a flat spin if I try. He was diving on me that entire time. And he could have went for somebody else, but instead he went for me. That is such a... I hate going against Russia. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. You know, I wonder sometimes if Gaijin actually looks into armor placement at all. Or, like, for that matter, if they look into anything at all. You know, I'm gonna test something right quick. All right, so let's say who's the most likely for me to run into? Okay, so let's go with this. All right, we're gonna go with the 23 millimeter armor-piercing bullet. All right, let's say a lovely IL gets lucky enough to get a shot off. Oof. You know, it's funny. My little brother bought me that P-47 the other day. It doesn't have a cockpit on it because whoever had it broke that. Two of the propeller blades are broke on it. The rear tail the rear wheel is gone off of it. Like, whoever had it completely destroyed it. And it's it's like a full metal thing too. Well, except for the propeller. I think that's actually not. And I'm assuming, based upon what I've seen, the tail wheel is also not metal. But, like, and I'm assuming the cockpit would have probably been made out of glass. But, like, he bought it for me and gave it to me. And it was like, you know, I'm thankful that he got me something. But it was like, it's so warped and broken. I can't fix it because it's made out of metal, and I'd have to find the parts, and then I'd have to figure out how in the world to take it apart and put it back together. It's like, who gave a 5-year-old a P-47 and said, "Here, son, go play with it"? But the funny thing is, it's not my first all-metal model either. I also have, that's fine. I also have a Harrier model. And the funny thing about the Harrier model is when it was given to me, there was a Mexican guy. The Mexican guy gave it to me for free. And he had his daughter tell me that it was a gift because he flew one in some war. And it was a gift. I have not gotten rid of that Harrier model. Things like that you gotta appreciate, and all those lovely things, and a lot of people don't do that nowadays. They don't appreciate anything they have. Look, a PE2. That'll be fun. Not. Especially if that B7 gets a hold of him first. Dude, the B7 looks like he missed every shot that he took on that man. Now he's got another plane helping him. Like, what the world's going on here? Oh, I'm glad I turned away when I did. Oh, look, a P-38. I'm screwed. Yep, there goes the Sterling. Dear Lord, he just ripped into him. I don't like it when I see a plane heading for my face. I don't like that. It scares me. Maybe he'll go after somebody else. Yeah, he went after the other guy. Cool, cool, cool. Obviously, I'm not going to take this guy. I'm just flying away as quickly as possible. I don't want to be the dude that, you know, disrespectfully steals somebody's kill or anything, because it's just mean, but... Dude, what is it with all these, like, freaking bots always coming up with, like, stupid little comeback lines? Like, somebody's trying to inform you of something, and you're gonna come at them like that and act stupid like a little 5-year-old. Like, really? Grow up for once. I know it's difficult for you, but grow up, you know? Hey guys, what are the odds that I'd survive a P-61 head-on? Hello, how are you? Dude, he is like diving for that B7. Let me see if I can help him. Come on, turn it. Come on, turn a little bit more. Oh my god, he's got so much maneuverability! Stop with the maneuverability, sir! Come on, baby, turn. There we go. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. As long as nobody decides to intercept me, I think I can manage. Uh-oh. He's gone. I win. Nah! Told you. think it just made an F6F very mad at me. That's all I did in that situation. Yeah, look at him trying to shoot at me. I just boom and zoomed him, and he didn't even freaking have any opportunity to come after me whatsoever. You know, I asked a question on whether or not I could go against a B6 or a P61 and win. My rear end went against a P61 and won. Of course, he wasn't fully aimed at me, but I mean, he's only got 420 mils. I got 230s and 420s. So you have to think about it in a aspect of who has more armament. No, Alex, my life is better-ish. Life is always going to be difficult. It's just my decision on whether or not to let it get a hold of me or not. Life's always going to suck, so there's no need to complain about it. Did we just kill the last person? No, there's one more. He's gotten 2 kills, but where's he at? Oh, there he is. Ah, he's the P... Oh, he went to his airfield. He ain't gonna let nobody touch him. Flip that. I'm gonna fly towards the man. Have you ever played Animal Crossing? Dear God, no. I've seen so much stuff on that. I don't even want to touch it.
Ask for Mary's consent. This guy's out here saying this, and it's a bunch of Christians that believe him.
Before God comes over Mary, and we have the incarnation, God asks for Mary's consent, which is remarkable. The angel comes down and asks Mary if this is something she wants to do, and she says, if it is God's will, let it be done. Let it be. Let it happen.
God asked for Mary's consent. I don't remember the Bible saying that. Let's see if I can jump to it real quick.
2 hours later.
And he came to her and said, greetings, O favored one, the Lord is with you. But she was greatly troubled at the saying and tried to discern what the sort of greeting this might be. And the angel said to her, do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. And behold, you will conceive in your womb and bear a son. Mary was scared. She was wondering, what are you talking about? It don't say, do you want to conceive? Mary, you good? It says, do not be afraid, Mary. You have found favor with God. She didn't ask for it. He said, you have found favor with God. That's not consensual. This guy's out here saying this, and it's a bunch of Christians that believe him.
This is because a lot of Christians have absolutely no understanding of the Bible or anything else either. Hey guys, we won. Not anything inappropriate. Just like the constant, like the weird. It just seems like a weird game to me. Like, who names a game Animal Crossing to begin with? It just, I don't know, it feels weird. And I love animals and all that, but not enough to play that game. And let's just say there is some ifish art out there on or about Animal Crossing. So, yeah, I decided a long time ago to stay away from it. For me, I mean, I understand that, like, pretty much That's up to you, FME. My personal opinion, you know, I'd go for the bomber because it's a little bit easier to fly, but, you know, this is my opinion. But, I mean, bomb stuff, return to base. Bomb stuff, return to base. It's like the easiest thing you can possibly do. But anyway, going back on what I was talking about, if we're being honest, if there's anything that the furries can get their hands on, I will not be surprised if the furries don't get their hands on the Bad Guys 2. And they've already ruined the Bad Guys. Like, they've already made iffish art on that. But the Bad Guys 2 is probably going to be twice as bad, and it's already bad. Like, ever since the trailer for Zootopia, the art for Zootopia has been twice as bad as it already was. But the bad thing, and the cool thing is, there's that bad section, but then you have people making really good comics, really good art, and everything, and those people I respect. But the people that have their own sick minds and everything, oh my God, just die, please. Like, you know, a lot of people ship Nick and Judy. Like, I'm not going to say everybody does. I'll say probably about 25 out of 100 people ship Nick and Judy. I'll say that just because of the fact I don't really know the real number. But I'm not going to say half, because that's a bunch of bull crap. I think more people don't want it, and they just care about them two coming back as in the movies and stuff. I don't really think they care about all that other stuff. But that's just my opinion. But, and that's just off of stuff that I've seen. Like, there's more people that just don't really care and would be okay with Nick and Judy just being friends and doing cop things and stuff rather than that. But anyway, you know, I find it interesting how so many people can take two cartoon characters and ruin them the way that they do. Like, how can you feel good about yourself? How can you walk through every day knowing that you've made something so sick, you know? Especially with two loved characters like Nick and Judy. Like, there are so many people that love Nick and Judy, and it's the same thing with Mr. Wolf and Diane Foxington. You know, there's so many people that love those two characters. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Mr. Wolf in that. It boggles the mind. It really does. It boggles my mind, especially how many people want to hook Nick and Judy. And, you know, okay, you want to hook them up, cool, but that doesn't mean you got to make sickening art that makes everybody that sees it want to vomit. You know, why is there a P-47 charging at me like it wants to eat me? Okay, dude, you're pissing me off. Here, just take a few shots. There you go. I'll be fine. It burns good this way. I'm roasting marshmallows. I don't know. And my gunner is completely dead. That's nice. Okay, there's my wing. I hate this map. I hate this map. I hate this map. I'm just gonna leave. Maybe the pilot will survive. Nope, no parachute was found. Okay. I hate that map because, like, it's so small and you can't really do anything with an interceptor on that map. Especially not one that don't turn worth the crap. How much more longer? Oh, wow, we're actually reaching close times. This is nice. What's the David statue? Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to hate looking this up, aren't I? Oh, dude, that's not graphic. That's Greek art. Greek art's weird like that, though. Like one of the things that like a lot of people need to really understand is like the Greeks were all about like if you had to do art, like most of the time you would see a lot of their art be specifically nude people in their art. And you know, it's disgusting when you think about it, but they were all about the natural state of a human body. To them, that was art, the natural state of a human body. It was one of the best pieces of art. It's God's art. If you think about it, the human body, Adam and Eve, that is God's art. So, I mean, I guess if you look at it from a religious standpoint, there's that, but then that has a completely different thing and meaning and everything. Than what I see on the internet about Nick and Judy and things like that. Like, come on. Like, okay, you ship them, cool, but that doesn't mean we need to have pictures of them having intercourse together. Like, why does that matter to you, you know? And that's the sickening thing. Like, why do we need to see that? Why does your mind immediately go to that when you see two people that get along with one another, you know? But that's the furry mindset. I hate to be mean, and I don't say all furries are like this, because I know two furries that don't think like this at all. But most of the furry mindset is, oh, two characters are they work really well together. Let me make a picture of them having sex. Like, what's wrong with you? And it's not just furries either. Like, it's people that are warped too. It's insane. And it sickens me that there's that kind of art out there for two really good characters. But there's art out there for it, from what I understand, for Diane Foxington and Mr. Wolf. I wouldn't doubt if there's art out there for Moana and Maui, but I haven't looked, and I'm not going to. I don't want to look, because I think I'd probably vomit if I actually found something like that. Ugh, I already vomit enough with the Nick and Judy stuff. But it's just like, every cartoon character the furries have to get a hold of and just completely ruin, and it's like, dude, just stop. Like, there are children that love these movies, and you're ruining their children or their childhood. Like, dude, chill out for 1 second. Alright, which one of you am I going for first? Let's just go for you first. There we go. Alright, you're next. Yep. Bye-bye, boys. I'm just gonna say maybe, Demon Summoner. I'm not gonna give a definitive answer on that one. But let's just say most of the images that I've found are probably from that website. And that's what makes me so mad. Like, it is like a sick furry's paradise on that website. Yeah, exactly. If it exists, there's nasties of it. Yes, exactly. And that's what bothers me the most, I think. Especially animations. Like, dear God, I think it's worse with animations than it is with anything else. Like, animated characters, I think, get it worse. That and video game characters. Like, Crystal from the Star Fox video game. I think she's on there. I don't know for a fact because, like I say, I don't go on that stuff. But, like, the fact that, like, any animated character, whether it be from a video game or a movie, you can probably find on a website like that. It's disturbing and disgusting. And the sad part is, one of the most, in my opinion, kind of sort of cute, one of the cutest girl TV shows, My Little Pony. There's probably some stuff on there for it as well. And it's like, how can you even live with yourself? Destroying a little girl's childhood. Just no. But anyway, we're gonna get off of that subject, because if I keep talking about it, oh, Demon Sumner, trust me, I may or may not know. We'll just say that. But the worst part is like all these people that are making these disgusting art pieces and stuff. Like, they're really good artists. They're really good animators and stuff. And they're wasting their lives doing that kind of stuff. Like, dude, you have a gift. Turn it into something awesome. Not something that makes you want to regurgitate your meal when you see it. Like, for instance, there is I got curious at one point because, you know, another thing that I see a lot of people doing is every animated character, they turn it into a werewolf. So I got curious one day. I was like, I wonder if there's a Judy Hopps werewolf thing. There is. Now, I don't really have a big issue with that kind of stuff, because as long as you're not explicit with anything, it looks really good. But, with the one that I saw, apparently from the background that it gave and a little bit of the story that it told, Judy got attacked by like some savage wolf or something like that. And she was sent home on leave or whatever because of it. Well, on a full moon, the clock strikes 12. All of a sudden, she's up for some strange reason reading a book. I never figured that part out of it. And all of a sudden, she starts turning into a werewolf. And Nick's calling her. And at this point, she's probably about, I want to say, 3/4 of the way done with the transformation when he's calling her. And she tries to get to the phone to answer it, but her claws and everything had already came out and everything. She knocks the phone on the floor, and she screams to the top of her lungs, begging for somebody to help. And then you see her just like a full-on werewolf and all, and the look in her eyes, guys, that comic maker knew how to make a werewolf look creepy. The look in her eyes was not the eyes of the Judy Hopps that we all know and love. That was the eyes of a killer that was ready to go kill something. It was an awesome comic. I loved reading it, even though it didn't really, because somebody ended up making like a last little piece of art afterwards, and it was like her on top of the building that she was staying in, howling at the moon. And then like the person never made that never did anything else with it, and it's like, dude, that would be an awesome that would be an awesome like short film that Disney could make or something like that. Like, it would honestly be something really cool. Let me see if I can get around to help you. I can fly with one wing, or with one engine, so if I can get you on my back, I might be able to save you. Don't you dare crash. After I came all the way down here, you better not hit those trees. I will shoot you down myself. I'm gonna shoot you down next time we play. You got murdered by a bomber?! I ain't laughing, I just found it surprising that he got killed by a bomber. I'm just going to drain their tickets. I'm not going to try and engage in any dogfights because this thing is not worth it. And it's Japanese, so it's going to outturn me in everything I can possibly... Of course, if I can get my shots where I want them. There we go. That's better. I love having more ammunition than I know what to do with. Well, that was entertaining. It's one dude left, and I get the feeling it might be the bomber. No, the bomber's dead, I think. Oh, no, he's dead too. Okay, cool. Works for me. And somehow I still managed to get top of the team. I don't know how, but hey, I'll take it. Cool, I got a DO335. That's nice. Okay, we'll get you in a little bit. Get this one next. There we go. Alright, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. We still need one more. Dadgummit. Well, we're close at least, I guess. We'll get the crew for that later. Another bad thing. That's at 4.3. That's going to be the highest tier plane that I have so far. I might just wait to put those two in until I get these two. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, guys, we have reached the hour mark. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna live stream some SnowRunner. And tonight I will do, if you guys want, we'll do another tank custom and we'll goof around on there. So I hope everybody has a lovely day. And remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs.